And already I've heard a few big shocks for people. People are going through big shocks. And I talked about this in the abundance course if you're with me. But if you were not, I talked about these shocks that are coming, these tower moments that people are going to get if they're not listening to their soul, and if they're not listening to their higher self, and if they're forcing and not going with the flow. So they're listening to the mind, but they're not listening to their body. They're not listening to their higher self. They're not listening to their intuition. And literally in the last 2 days, people who are on the spiritual path have had some really big tower moments and shocks. So this time is really about connecting back to nature. You know, in the beginning of the year, I was asked to create these events with nature, because Mother Earth has a lot to say to us, and nature has a lot to teach us. And when we get in aligned with nature, we will flow. And so the timing of this is quite profound, actually, because I'll check your, what did you, sorry, let me just check Katie's question. Regenerative health, yes, it is the future of the earth, regenerative health. So I lost my thought there. So there's been a few shocks for people. And when I was asked to create these, it was, you know, it's fascinating that it's come about at the beginning of May, because we are in the middle of 2 eclipses, so we need to connect with nature. So what Arthur is feeling, yes, get out into nature, be with nature. I study nature, I listen to nature. I've always spoken to the trees, and I listen when I go to the forest, and if I take a photo, I have all these nature spirits on me, little green things. When I take a photo, they literally they stick, and they're all around, and they're really beautiful. And you know, these higher beings, these lighter beings want to now connect with us, take us on a journey. They want you to feel their energy, and just become aligned with nature. It's really important to become aligned with nature. Now, when I do any of my events, I don't force anything that I do. Like, if it comes, and when it comes, I know that it's a higher force that guides me. So I started to flow with energy a very long time ago. I started to listen to spirit and listen to what needed to be created. And as I started to flow with nature and the universe, I started to become one. So I've kind of stepped into my higher self, higher mind, and infinite intelligence is always guiding these transmissions. So we don't even look at the dates, but they are guided. And so now what is being created through me is creation itself. Cosmic creation is creating through me. So this is an art of surrender, flowing, listening, and allowing what wants to come through you. So I think, you know, since 2014, I've never done an event that's been the same, because creation is ever changing, the cosmos is ever moving, and it will never be the same. So when we try and force things or think, oh, I have to do this every month, no, you listen to the earth, you listen to nature, you listen to the cosmos. It's always changing, it's always moving. The ocean is always flowing. The ocean will never be the same in any moment, because the waves change, the wind direction changes, everything changes, and the ripples change. So you will never be able to recreate that moment again. So we flow with nature, we flow with the tide, we flow with the water, and we keep creating what is wanting to be created now. And this series is all about nature. You're going to get to experience the energy of the dragonflies, the honeybees, their wisdom, the trees, the healing plants are going to come through, high frequency healing plants, and the butterflies and the birds, you know, so, and the trees. So this is a 6-part series. When I connected, it was the ocean that came straight through, Mother Ocean. And this is about living and being in the flow, and being in the flow. So this time through on earth, you know, it's going to be really important that you listen to your intuition, not fight it. Do not fight your intuition, because then you're going to get a tower moment. You know, you've got to listen to your soul, you've got to listen to your heart, and you've got to take those little steps that you're being guided to take. Otherwise, you start to resist the flow, you start to resist, you know, the ocean, and you're literally going against the tide. And that's when it becomes very difficult. So through this time, it's really, really important that to look after the body. And people have had a few shocks in the body because they're not looking after their body. We cannot go higher into higher cosmic space if we are not looking after our body. And I train 3 times a week. I work out and I do weights and I do cardio, and 3 times a week I train. I also get a massage done once or twice a month. I have my hydration is really important. I have my like jabs, you know, if I need to get my vitamins up. My vitamins are really up there now. It's been a journey for me to look after my body, but I know I'm being taken into higher cosmic space. I'm also taking you all into higher cosmic space. I urge you all to really take care of your bodies now, because your body is going higher. And if you don't look after your body's not going to be able to handle the frequencies that are coming in. You have to love your body. You have to respect your body. You have to care for your body. You have to listen to your body, because it's an intelligent system. It's an infinite intelligent system that is always talking to you. But what we do, we get the mind in the way. We get our mind in the way, and we tell ourselves, no, I'm not going to listen to you today. I'm going to do this.